competitors and senseis.
Alright folks, welcome back. So in this video, we're diving into the rest of the Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 trailer breakdown. There's so much that I didn't cover in the first video, but we'll get to it all now. We start with a voice saying, "I know Americans, you have no idea what it takes to win." As the words play, we get our first look at Sensei Wolf from the Iron Dragons team out of China. It's clear from this moment that every team in the tournament is gunning for Miyagi-Do. We see Sensei Wolf and his student Axel training in their dojo, and the punch Wolf lands on Axel shows that the Iron Dragons are just as ruthless as Cobra Kai. The trailer then transitions to the fierce competition between the Iron Dragons and the West End Warriors on a brightly lit stage. Fighters from both teams face off in a 2 vs 2 match, surrounded by contestants from the other teams. We see Zara and Axel front and center, dominating their opponents with brutal strikes, including one that sends a rival flying off the platform. The intensity is off the charts. Next, we see Sensei Wolf bragging, saying that the American team, Miyagi-Do, has no clue what it takes to win in Barcelona. Will they end up clashing in a future episode, or is this just playful banter? Let me know what you think in the comments. The trailer then shifts to the Miyagi-Do team in the locker room. We hear Johnny's voiceover. "We've heard this garbage going around about loyalty." The scene cuts to Tori training with Cobra Kai, followed by Johnny continuing, "But almost all of us were trained somewhere else at some point. What matters is where our asses are now." As he says this, we see Daniel and Johnny training Miguel, Robbie, and Samantha in Barcelona. This scene suggests a strong emphasis on the current loyalty and unity within the team, regardless of past affiliations. Johnny's speech highlights that while many of them, including Tori, have had past training with other dojos, what truly matters is where they stand now and who they are fighting for. Tori training with Cobra Kai might indicate that she's caught in a conflict, torn between her history with Cobra Kai and her sense of loyalty to her new teammates. However, Johnny's line, "What matters is where our asses are now," is a direct message that past loyalties are less important than the bonds they are forming in the present. So, as Samantha said, they shouldn't let Tori enter in their heads like that. Things heat up when we see Daniel grabbing Kreese and slamming him against the wall in an aggressive stance. It's the same jacket Daniel was wearing in the official image released by Netflix Tudum, confirming that a showdown is coming. But how intense will this fight be? Only time will tell. The trailer's energy keeps rising as we see Miguel flipping Yun with a powerful kick that sends him crashing to the ground. Miguel looks unstoppable. Then, we witness Robbie executing a flying kick, colliding midair with Kwon in a breathtaking sequence. This tournament is shaping up to be a wild ride. Johnny's voice echoes, "We are Miyagi-Do, we are not losing, so wipe the smirks off their ugly faces." Classic Johnny, right? Next, we see Robbie, but his face looks bruised, or a blistered eye, evidence of the brutal tournament battles. The lighting kind of highlights the injury, showing just how taxing the competition has been on him. The next scene showcases intense duos battling it out, Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai, but not all of them take place during the tournament. We see Samantha in casual clothes fighting Cobra Kai students who are also dressed down but wearing Cobra Kai jackets. It's clear that this confrontation is outside the official tournament. We get a peek at the girls' division fight, with Samantha squaring off against a new dojo, but what follows is even more exciting. Kenny flips over Dimitri in a tournament match, the leaderboard confirming it's a Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai showdown. This might be the moment where Kenny gets lifted after his victory, just as leaks suggested. Another shot shows Daniel putting on his coat, the same one from earlier images, but here he looks genuinely confused, glancing upwards as if lost. What's happening to Mr. LaRusso in Season 6, Part 2? In another sequence, Tori leaps high into the air, landing a spinning kick on a female fighter from the Dublin Thunder, a Swedish team. It's a moment so intense that Amanda and her new team at LaRusso's stand up in surprise. The shock on Amanda and Anthony's faces is striking. Then, there's Robbie's yell, with his face contorted in rage and determination. Based on his intense expression, mouth wide open in a yell, and what appears to be aggressive body language, it looks like he's about to launch into an aggressive attack or a powerful technique. This is often called a kiai in martial arts, a spirit shout that accompanies a powerful striking technique. It's likely just before executing some kind of decisive move in the match, possibly a finishing or game-changing technique. The intensity in his face suggests he's channeling all his emotion and energy into whatever he's about to do next. But the most teasing moment is the final scene. A mysterious hand is shown holding and flipping Master Kim Sun-young's Yun Jang-do knife. The person is wearing a black uniform, likely Cobra Kai's, but only a partial view is shown. Could it be Kreese? But this hand doesn't look as thick as creases, so is it Kim Da-eun or Kwon? Grabbing the knife randomly from somewhere and pocketing it as the leaks mention he would die in that way? I really want to know your thoughts on this one. Who do you think it is? But anyway, one thing's for sure, that knife will play a crucial role in part 2. There's no escaping it now. Let me know how you felt watching the trailer. Were you as hyped as I was? That's all for now, but don't forget, Cobra Kai never dies. Stay tuned for more updates.